Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We are on the Siegfried Line and we've got FlamingBurrito from Lemon Clan. It's in the Tier 10 Chinese tank, the WZ-111 5A. Once upon a time when Clan Wars was 15v15, it's actually one of the preferred heavy tanks, but it got replaced by the WZ-277 from memory. Case, he's platooned with another 5A and a WZ-55, so should actually back up here. Alright, he's coming to the right of the edge of the city here. Nice hold down position here, and a bit of access to the back there, but we'll see if anyone comes forward. Now, normally you do get a few tanks trying to get at you from the other side. Not sure which side has really got the best hold down position, but he's certainly got to an element position here. Alright, there's a Panzer E100 there. And here comes the 277. And he fires a quick shot, gets the 277 and bounces coming around. It's exactly the trade you want. He's going to cross. Probably, if they're not smart, they might, but we'll have to see what the enemy team is like. Case, I think he's likely to be preoccupied with this 277 and whoever else is supporting him. Fires a quick shot there, does hit but doesn't penetrate. Should get the lower plate, there he goes. Puts a nice round in there. Now, the standard rounds in this don't have such great penetration, and he is switching to his heat round here with the WZ-111, so we'll just take the opportunity while he's reloading. Heat gives him 340 pen, that's actually pretty good, and it drops to 232 to 250 for the armor piercing rounds, so choose your ammo carefully, but certainly 340 will deal with a lot of tanks at Tier 10. And you can see he's bounced right up till then. He's bounced all the incoming rounds, so he's bounced 2k of incoming, which is good, and now he's finally just exceeded that with his damage dealt. So sitting on nearly 2.5k, and we have only just gone through 2.5 minutes, so he's been very productive here. Now, he had a nice green reticle there, didn't penetrate, but that's more likely than the reticle is actually a little bit larger than the target area. And he might just get a pin here, which he does. The Panzer E100 not quite angled enough there. And now he's head on. Yeah, he's got a little cupola shot here. Now, probably the reticle is partly covered by the rubble, but also a fair bit of fresh air, so that didn't even touch anything, it appeared. And is he going to get rid of the Panzer? Not quite, but he's got 277. And is he going to go for the front of him? Yes, he does. And he's just slowly accumulating damage and doing it at a pretty decent clip. And there goes the Panzer. So 277 deciding to push up even further. He's not getting satisfaction and is going to get a hit in return. And that takes him down to one shottable. So Flaming has got the one kill so far. He's probably going to get another one very shortly if that 277 stays in that place, and there he goes. So back to the garage for you, and oh, an E3. This is dangerous, and he takes a big E3 hit, but he deals a nice bit of damage in return, and his platoon mate puts a shot in too, and with the second shot gets rid of him, so that was pretty productive. Now he's got the Panzerkampfwagen 7, touted by some as being one of the best full or heavy tanks in the game, but certainly getting access to the weak spots or not. That's probably because the BZK PFW, to give it its acronym, is facing the other direction. There he's turned around now, but just in time to be sent back to the garage again. So 3 kills now to Flaming. We have still not completed 5 minutes of the game. He's got 6k of damage. That's what I'd call productive. It's just being very careful here. Got some targets coming up. Oh, Crown Wagon. Unfortunately, that didn't hit the weak spot. Chinese heavy tanks, very similar guns to the Soviets, because that's where they copied them from. So they don't always play ball. Yeah, it's just got the outline of the Kranenwagen. We actually managed to penetrate it, which is an even more difficult shot, so explain that. Alright, now they are rolling up the enemy. No one has died on his team. Oh, that's an unfortunate shot, just ricocheted. But yeah, you don't want to be the first one to die on your team when it's 7-0 or 10-0. Not really the sort of thing you want on your resume. Fires a quick snapshot at the Jagdpanzer E100 at the back there, and I'm not surprised you don't want to stay out too long just to get a bit of aim in. Not in front of that gun anyway. No, he's just scanning for that Kranenwagen. No, not going to work. There's a slightly dangerous position there. I was going to say up until the Kranenwagen got sent back to the garage. Potential three-way crossfire. And this is what's facing him right now. He's got two tanks on either side. Oh, he goes after the Super Conqueror and gets rid of him. Very opportunistic, but definitely the right thing to do. And now he's got this 277 and the 60 TP, and it's, you don't want to come out, shoot the rear of the 277 and then have the back of your turret mashed by the 60 TP. So also got to keep an eye on where that Jagdpanzer E100 is, but you know, it feels right to come around on this 277, gets the shot in, and he's got that 60 TP facing him. Now, two people have died. He takes the big hit from the 60 TP, but he puts one in return, and the 60 TP is in a long reload. In fact, he's gone. Now it's this 277. Fifth kill to Flaming, and that is the end of the battle. And that has taken about 7 or 8 minutes. Alright, let's go and have a look at the details. Okay, so he's ended up with 8.5k of damage. He's blocked just under 4k and 5 kills. So that's earned him the high caliber award and the steel wall, not surprisingly, and the ace tanker badge. So look at the team score. Alright, finished on top there with 1441 base, excellent level for tier 10. WZ-111 doing 5k, great result there in that WZ-111, and 1307, so potentially another ace tanker badge there. And his teammates coming in a fair bit further down, but when you're doing 8.5k, there's not a lot of damage left for the other guys, so just bear that in mind. Now on the other side, one of the 277s doing nearly 3.5k, the standout, but not too many others doing over 2k. In fact, only one other tank doing over 2k. So a bit of a losing side there, and run over the top pretty much. All right, let's have a look at the economics. So he's fired 26 shots. That's a lot for a heavy tank. 24 hits, a lot close distance, not surprisingly. 19 penetrations. That's given his damage total. It's actually damaged 8 out of the 15 tanks and killed 5 of them. So economics wise, well, he did end up firing most of his heat ammunition, so spent a fair bit there, but he's actually just about broken even, just a loss of 561 credits, so we'll call that even. Anyway, another great game there from FlamingBurrito. Thanks very much for supplying the content. If you're watching this and you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up if you can. It certainly helps get it in front of more people. And we'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.